Are you looking for a game that's kind of relaxing, kind of interesting, kind of different, kind of about geese? Check out my review of an Untitled Goose Game coming up next on Mumble. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Mumbles. In today's episode of Mumbles, I'm reviewing a game called Untitled Goose Game. Now, guys, before I get into any of that, I do have to ask you guys all a huge favor. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel, click that little notification bell, and drop a like on the video if you enjoy the content. All of it helps the channel grow. You know how it goes here on YouTube. Everybody's struggling and all that stuff. I just appreciate it so much, and thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart. Now let's jump into an Untitled Goose Game, the review. They always said that geese weren't very nice, and I guess they were right. Anyways, into this review. An Untitled Goose Game is available for the price of $19.99, and this is a game that is available on multiple systems. Those systems include PC and Mac. They can be purchased on both the Epic Store and the Steam Store. They can also be played on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch. For Xbox One, if you have the Xbox Game Pass, you get this game via that. So there's plenty of ways to get this game, plenty of ways to play this game, plenty of different ways that you can get it. So please do be aware of that. So guys, now, what is this game about? I'm going to read you the description from the creators themselves. It's a lovely day in the village, and you are a horrible goose. Untitled Goose Game is a slapstick stealth sandbox where you are a goose let loose on an unsuspecting village. Make your way around town from people's backyards to the high street shops to the village green, setting up pranks, stealing hats, honking a lot, and generally ruining everyone's day. Featuring a horrible goose, that's you. A town full of people just trying to get on with their day, you hate them. A dedicated honk button. So guys, in my own words, basically in this game you play a goose, and you have certain objectives that you have to complete during the course of this game. It's that simple, guys. It's a very simplistic concept. It's a very cute game. Let's get into this review, starting with, first off, the graphics, the soundtrack, and the control. First off, the graphics in this game, for a game that kind of came out of nowhere, developed by someone that a lot of people didn't know, this game, I have to say, really impressed me graphics-wise. This game has really cute-looking graphics. They're nothing to write home about. They're not the most amazing graphics in the world, but they're really cute and well done. Soundtrack-wise, I love the soundtrack to this game. They did a nice job of balancing the soundtrack with what's going on in the environment, which is something that even a lot of high-grade games that are made by big publishers don't get right. So when Mumbles can say that he really likes the soundtrack, you know that they did something right on it, and that's what they did here on an Untitled Goose Game. Now let's talk about the controls. The controls in this game work great, and I have to say all the controls are tight, they work easily. Everything about it is just perfect control-wise. I didn't have any learning curve or anything, just very simplistic and easy to understand. So nothing but good things to say about the controls. Now let's talk about the gameplay. Guys, this game is very much exactly what you're thinking it is. It's basically a game where you play as a goose, and while you're that goose, you have to complete certain objectives. Now, to complete those objectives, it's entirely up to you. You can use the environment in the world, you can use stealth, you can use whatever you need to use in order to complete that objective. But these objectives can be things such as steal a pumpkin from the gardener without the gardener seeing you, because if he sees you or finds the pumpkin, he will continuously go to the area where the pumpkin is stored to try to get it back from you. So you have to be stealthy, you have to kind of use your brain. It's almost kind of a puzzle-less game. It's almost kind of a puzzle type game in as much as you kind of have to put pieces together and figure out, oh, how do I do this? How do I do this? How do I do this? It's really cool. It's a very unique game. And really, guys, that is all there is to talk about on the gameplay section of this game. Not a lot here. Now let's talk about the cons. The first and only con that I have for this game is that there's not a lot of replayability. Once you figure out how to do each and everything and complete every objective in this game, there's not a lot here to do. But for a price of $19.99, you can't really complain about there not being a lot to do, because there's some games out there that are $60 that don't have as much to do as this game. So that's my only con, is lack of replayability. Now let's talk about my overall score for this game. Guys, this game came out last year in 2019, and it took a lot of people by surprise. It kind of overcame YouTube, and everyone was playing it. And I saw it, and I really wanted to play it, and I really wanted to review it. So finally, I got my chance to do it. It came to Xbox Game Pass. I got my chance to do it, and I'm so happy that I did. Guys, this is a cute game. It's great for all ages. And it really is a unique take on a puzzle/stealth game. With all that in mind, guys, they did great with the graphics, the soundtrack, the controls. They did great with the gameplay. They did great with everything on this game. Yes, it doesn't have the most replayability in the world, but sometimes a game doesn't need it. And it is for that reason on today's Mumbles review, I'm giving an Untitled Goose Game a 7 out of 10 on our Mumbles review. Anyways, guys, this has been my review of an Untitled Goose Game. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Please smack that subscribe button, smack the like button, smack all those button. But don't slap your face, because that hurts. So anyways, guys, this is going to be Mumbles signing off. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.